Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler with the OBX wave report, filming to the southeast from Jeanette's Pier at some 2 to 4 foot waves coming in off the North Atlantic Ocean right now. Pretty choppy with some strong northerly winds, but nonetheless beautiful blue afternoon with some gorgeous waters and some gorgeous skies as the clouds move on out and the sun streams in here. At Nag's Head, we've got 2 to 4 foot waves and choppy conditions up and down the east facing beaches. Pretty similar, we'll say 2 to 5 foot overall. Nothing really amazing. Your best bet for some cleaner surf is likely Frisco, but I call these waves rideable. I don't know, looking at it from a Virginia Beach natives perspective, I know this is crazy, but I look at these waves and I still see something that that might be had out here. All right, so right now at Nag's Head, looking at the wave monitor data, the buoy data, the Wave Watch 3 model, and observations up and down the coastline provided by yours truly. We've got 2 to 4 foot waves here in Nag's Head with choppy conditions. Swell out of the east at 2.8 foot and 10 seconds. North winds 13 miles per hour. Air temps 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperature is a little bit cooler today with those north winds. 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Still warmer than it has been. We had a low tide earlier today between 11 this morning and noon, and looking at a high tide between 4 and 5 p.m. Rodanthe to our south is right now seeing 3 to 4 foot waves with choppy conditions. East swell coming in at 3.5 foot and 10 seconds. North winds at 17. Air temperature is 55 degrees. Ocean water temperature is 54. And at Buxton, we've got 2 to 4 foot waves, choppy conditions. Southeast swell coming in at 4.3 foot and 8 seconds. North winds at 18 miles per hour. Air temperatures 59 degrees Fahrenheit. 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And ocean water temperatures also at 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Water temperature still warmer than it has been, although a little bit cooler today than yesterday. And last of all, at Frisco, we've got some 2 to 4 foot waves and clean to fair conditions. All right, looking at our forecast for today, 2 to 5 foot, mostly choppy for the east facing beaches. Highs in the mid to upper 50s, some cleaner waves in Frisco, some clouds, a lot more sun this afternoon, and north winds blowing 10 to 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, 3 to 6 foot waves and mostly choppy conditions with northeast winds blowing 10 to 20 miles per hour. Clouds with highs in the lower 50s. On Saturday, we expect 3 to 5 foot plus waves, semi-choppy to choppy conditions. Southeast winds 10 to 20 miles per hour with rain, highs in the low 60s. Sunday, looking pretty good with fair to clean conditions, 3 to 5 foot waves. West-northwest winds strong, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Best locations are for Sunday, looking at Rodanthe to Buxton, to the more easterly and southeasterly facing beaches getting the better conditions on Sunday with those west-northwesterly winds. Clouds and sun expected throughout the day with highs in the low 50s and wave size diminishing as we get toward evening. And then last of all, on Monday, 3 to 5 foot and mostly fair with strong west-northwest winds blowing 20 to 30 miles per hour. Highs in the mid-50s, clouds and sun, and once again, the best conditions, Rodanthe to Buxton on Monday. All right, so thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX wave report as some choppy waves roll in off the North Atlantic Ocean, and we get that there's northerly winds commingling with an easterly swell to create kind of a confused scenario for the waves this afternoon. Nonetheless, I think I might get out in the water and try something. It's certainly not looking pretty or really super promising, but you know, any day in the water is a good day. All right, so thanks for joining me once again, and as I always do, I'd like to ask you guys to please help protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning. Those impacts being rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. The primary action that we can now take to protect our coastlines from climate change is the mass deployment of clean energy. Mass deployable forms of clean energy right now being wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles, as well as the battery systems that support those clean energy deployments. And of course, also, we are going to need to do what we can to protect our coastal infrastructure by protecting our coastlines with things such as jetties, by shoring up our roadways, and by protecting our homes with more resilient beam lines and other forms of coastal infrastructure. All right, so thank you for joining me once again for this session, this March 7th session of the OBX wave report. Hope you guys get some good waves over the coming days. Hope to see you all out in the water shortly.